Yo, so today I'm gonna be checking out a video by the Noite. The Noite. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I apologize if I mispronounce your name. But this video is titled "The Side of NMIXX That Most People Have Never Heard." This was uploaded like a couple days ago. I wanted to wait until I checked out the album before I reacted to this, and yeah, really interested. I'm really interested in seeing what he has to say, because I've seen some of this guy's videos before, and he's actually pretty good. Like I really like, you know, these type of like analytical videos, and yeah, very curious to see what he has to say about NMIXX. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is "The Side of NMIXX That Most People Have Never Heard" by the Noite. Let's go.
Most people think they know what NMIXX sounds like. No.
Spoiler alert. Oh yeah, he already said it. No. Nah. Nah. Most people don't know what NMIXX sounds like.
They don't.
The Noite documentary.
On the 22nd of February 2022, NMIXX...
Oh, this is gonna be like a dive into history. Okay, we're starting from the beginning. Bet.
On the 22nd of February 2022, NMIXX debuted with "Oh," and the internet had something to say about it. The song jumped between two completely different sounds.
Yep.
One half hit hard and fast. The other half went bright and sweet. There was no
This song is so fire, bro. Oh my gosh. When they performed this song live, holy shit, that went so hard, bro.
Bridge
Or when they performed this at the concert I went to.
between them. Just a sharp cut, and suddenly you
NMIXX.
were in a different song. The internet was not nice about it. People called it confusing,
Yeah.
overwhelming. On Melon, Korea's biggest streaming platform, it entered at number 220. It could not even crack the top
Damn.
100.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, so obviously I wasn't around at this point in time. Like, I'm still a relatively like new NSER. Like, I literally got into them like I think in November, I believe. That was like the first NMIXX video I posted was the Blue Valentine reaction, the song reaction. I think that was like November. So I'm still a new NSER, and I had a lot of people saying that, like, you know, when OO came out, like, people were hating on it like crazy. Like, people were saying that people were telling me that it was considered to be like one of the worst debuts in K-pop. I'm like, really? I was so shocked hearing it, because obviously, like, when I listened to this song, like, I enjoyed it. But for me, I listened to OO as like the two separated songs. You know, the part 1 and the part 2 first, and then I listened to OO, the full song, or the original song. So maybe that helped. I don't know. But even when I listened to the original song, like, I thought it was good. Like, I enjoyed it, even though it was like pretty bizarre. But yeah, still crazy, bro. It's still genuinely like unbelievable to me that people were really hating on this song.
The word that stuck to NMIXX from that point forward was loud. Loud debut, loud concept, loud music. Their second single...
Was that like... I'm guessing that was like a bad thing? I don't know. I don't know how that was framed.
Ice followed the
Or I
same
can't
idea.
tell.
Two sounds stitched together. The signature
Dude, Tank
mixed
was
pop
so
approach.
fire.
Reviews stayed mixed. Conversations kept circling back to the same thing. Too much going on. For most people, that was the full picture of NMIXX. Loud music, strong voices, and nothing else worth digging into.
Crazy fucking take. Cause NMIXX genuine, maybe it's like the later stuff, but NMIXX genuinely like has like great storytelling in their songs. Like obviously I don't know Korean, and I didn't quite get it off of like I didn't quite understand like, you know, the lyrics, you know, off of first listen. But yeah, some of the lyrics though, like some of their lyrics, bro, are genuinely like cut deep, bro. On some like real shit.
But behind the title tracks, behind the debates and the labels, NMIXX had been releasing songs that sounded nothing like what people expected. Quieter songs, slower songs, songs that feel like slipping into a dream you don't want to wake up from. Almost nobody was paying attention to those.
And this is, bro, okay. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, like, the same shit happens to LE SSERAFIM, bro. People only be listening to, like, the title tracks, and then they'll complain that, you know, songs don't sound like the B-sides, or that the title tracks are not like the B-sides. But it's like, how about you actually stream the B-sides, and maybe they can make songs more like the, you know, the B, or maybe the title tracks can be like the B-sides, you know?
Start with Run for Roses. Released
Fire, bro. Run for Roses is so fire, bro.
January 2024 as part of their FE304 break album. The song had been performed live months earlier at a fan concert. Fans who heard it there kept talking about it. When the studio version finally dropped, it confirmed what those early listeners already knew. Run for Roses starts building before the first word even comes in. The music hits first. The vocals come in wide and warm, and the melody moves upward like it is trying to reach something just out of sight.
Run for Roses.
There is a line in the chorus about not being alone, and the way all 6 voices push into it together makes it feel bigger than a pop song should feel. Young K from Day 6 wrote the lyrics. The emotion in the words matches how big the song feels. It is the kind of track that makes you want to run somewhere, even if you have nowhere to go. Most people who know NMIXX have never heard it.
Really? Is Run for Roses like that underground? Is it really that unknown or like unknown? There's no way. I always thought that, I was under the impression that Run for Roses was like one of their more popular songs. Really? That's crazy.
Love is Lonely.
That's crazy. Oh, Love is Lonely. Hold up.
Lived in a similar space. A B-side from the FE304 Stickout album, released August 2024. The song pulls you in with a soft guitar and then layers something electronic on top of it. It creates a feeling of floating, like the ground just moved an inch below your feet. At concerts, NMIXX performed it with deep blues and slow-moving galaxies filling the screens behind them. In the middle of a set list full of energy, the song brought the entire room down to a calm.
Okay, speaking of them performing this, bro, I wish they performed this at the concert I went to, because, bro, I remember when I first listened to the song, I fucking fell in love with it, bro. I love this song from like off of first listen. Look, I enjoyed every NMIXX song off of first listen, but this one, bro, Love is Lonely, oh my gosh. This song sounds so fucking beautiful. It's a beautiful fucking song. Like a lot of their like their best songs are genuinely like the B-sides. For sure. They're like the same as like LE SSERAFIM, where like the B-sides are like their best songs. Low-key. Cause like a lot of my favorite LE SSERAFIM songs are like the B-sides. You know, Good Parts, Fear Not, Between Me, You, The Lamppost, Ash, you know. Those are some of my favorite LE SSERAFIM songs. And I bring up LE SSERAFIM because, you know, I love both NMIXX and LE SSERAFIM, so you already know, man. You already know, man. I'm not trying to compare them, but I love both the groups very much. But yeah, Love Is Lonely, great fucking song though. Beautiful.
Then there is High Horse. Released in
High Horse.
March 2025 as a pre-release single from FE304 Forward,
Yeah.
the song starts with a piano line, just keys, gentle and low. The kind of opening that makes you lean in because it sounds like someone is about to tell you something important. Then a beat slides in and the vocals begin to float on top of it. The whole thing moves at a pace that feels unhurried, like it has all the time in the world. Somewhere toward the end, a faint horn appears in the background, and you feel it in your spine before you even notice it is there.
Yeah,
The producer behind the track,
sorry.
Collapstone, revealed later that the song had been in the works since 2018.
Damn! And the song dropped in 2025? I mean, shit, worth it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But damn! 2018, bro, I was in 8th grade. Like 8th grade going into high school. That's crazy.
Artists had the song before them, but it finally landed with NMIXX.
That makes sense.
The choreography that came with it leaned into something slower and more expressive. Less sharp formations, more flowing movement.
Yeah, it was like...
Nothing about it moved the way people expect K-pop choreography to move.
It genuinely felt like... Seeing them perform this at the concert, it genuinely felt like cinematic. It didn't feel like I was watching like... You know, your standard K-pop choreography. Like this shit genuinely felt like I was watching like... Peak cinema. Like, you know that fucking meme, Peak Cinema? That's what I was thinking at the end of the High Horse performance at the concert I went to. You know? Shit was amazing.
Billboard ranked it the 62nd best song of 2025.
Really?
NME placed it 7th among the best K-pop songs of that year.
Wow.
For a pre-release track from a group still fighting for wider recognition.
That's crazy.
Those numbers said a lot. High Horse sounded
Holy
like
shit.
it belonged in a different room. And that was the point.
Yeah. Papillon.
Papillon arrived on the same album as High Horse. Lighter and quicker. The kind of song that feels like it is made out of air. Light enough to feel easy, but sharp enough to stay with you. The kind of song that shows up in your head at 2 a.m. and you can't figure out where you heard it.
Ocean. Dude.
Ocean, also from FE3.
Bro, I remember my reaction to when I first heard Ocean. Oh my gosh. I genuinely wanted to cry, bro. I genuinely wanted to cry out of like happiness because this shit sounds like... That shit sounded so beautiful, bro. Like I genuinely wanted to cry.
04 Forward carried the warmth of standing near water on a day when nothing urgent is happening. Suliyoon later said the sea had always been a place of comfort for her, and you can hear
Hey, facts! Facts! Yeah. No, she's not lying. She's 100% facts because I often, whenever I feel like really stressed out about some shit, I always go to like the beach to kind of just calm my mind, you know, to calm myself down, to like relax and shit. Like, so you speaking facts, bro. The sea is a place of comfort, bro. Real shit.
in the song. These songs never charted the way the title tracks did. Most of them never had a music video. They lived in albums, in B-side lists, in the parts of the discography that casual listeners skip past. But for anyone who actually sat with them, they told a completely different story about what NMIXX could do. The title tracks showed what NMIXX sounded like at full volume, but these songs showed what they sounded like when they were just being themselves.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro, I could literally say the same thing about Le Seraphim, bro. On some real shit. Yeah, bro. NMIXX, bro. Genuinely, their discography is so fucking goated, bro. Like, man, I'm so glad I got into them when I did because, man. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know what I would do if I didn't got into NMIXX. Or if I didn't get into NMIXX, but it's crazy, bro. I love NMIXX, bro.
Before every NMIXX comeback, something unusual happens. The group releases an acapella highlight medley.
Yeah.
6 members, no instruments, no backing tracks, just voices layered on top of each other, previewing every song on the upcoming album through vocal arrangements alone. What started as a fresh approach to album teasers became a tradition. Every single album since has done it. Same format every time. 6 voices, building harmonies that turn an album preview into its own performance. No other K-pop group does this consistently. Most groups release highlight medleys with the instrumental tracks already there.
Yeah.
NMIXX strips everything away and lets the voices carry it. That decision reveals something about how this group approaches music. The voices come first. Everything else builds
Yo,
around
we just
them.
reacted to this one. Well, not just reacted to this, but like we reacted to this specific highlight medley.
In September 2024,
Oh, but yeah, nah, like it's like things like this. It's like things like this is like what really like separates, what makes NMIXX so unique from like other K-pop groups. I think that's what really puts them like among like the best in my opinion. You know, like NMIXX, you could honestly say they're like artists. You know, you can't. I feel like they're one of the few K-pop groups where you can genuinely consider them like artists and not just like K-pop group. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm getting too carried away, but I don't know. You know. But yeah. Yeah, bro. NMIXX, what can I say, bro? They're so goated.
in September 2024, NMIXX
Tiny
recorded a
Desk.
session for Tiny Desk Korea, the live music series that puts artists in a small room with a band and no room to hide. No post-production, no in-ear monitors, no backing track support.
Oh yeah, that was the
Just
craziest, bro. That was the craziest part. I'm like, normally when like, not even just K-pop groups, but I'm just saying like when artists in general do like a live performance, they always got like the in-ear, like the ear monitors or whatever. What the fuck was it called? Yeah, in-ear monitors. So when NMIXX did this and they didn't have that, I'm like, damn, that's fucking crazy. I don't even know if I mentioned it in my reaction to it, but like just thinking about it, like just like thinking about it when I did, I was like, damn, that's actually fucking crazy. Because you don't really see like music artists doing that anymore when it comes to like live performances, you know.
members,
Crazy.
a live band with a few instruments and whatever their voices could do in that room. They performed 5 songs in a single take.
Yeah, this was goated,
26
bro.
minutes. Every song they performed sounded different from the studio version. They rearranged parts on the spot, added vocal runs that felt unplanned, changed how lines were divided between members. Haewon opened the session by saying it was their first time singing without in-ear monitors and that they could feel the vibe of the room. That session became one of the most talked about live performances NMIXX has ever done. 4 months later, in January 2025, NPR Music...
No, yeah, the Tiny Desk performance, genuinely insane, bro. And if you want to see my reaction to that, it's on my channel. I might put it up here, but I don't know. I might forget, but if I don't put it up, it's on my channel. You can just go to the NMIXX playlist, you'll find it.
Uploaded the performance to its main YouTube channel. NMIXX became the first music.
Wait, what was it?
4 months later, in January 2025, NPR Music uploaded the performance to its main YouTube channel. NMIXX became the first K-pop girl group to have their Tiny Desk Korea session featured there. The
Oh, really? I did not know that.
section told the rest. People who said they had never listened to K-pop wrote that the performance changed how they saw the genre. That same approach showed up on LeeMujin Service, a Korean talk show.
Oh, yeah. I did see that. I'm pretty sure like all the NMIXX members were on LeeMujin Service. And I was thinking about doing a reaction to it because I reacted to Yujin from IVE being on there, and more recently I reacted to Minami from Reseen on LeeMujin. And I was thinking about doing a reaction to the NMIXX members and NMIXX being on LeeMujin. So yeah, let me know if you want to see that. If you want to see that reaction, let me know.
Built around live solo vocal performances. One by one, each NMIXX member appeared as a guest.
Yeah.
Every single member, all 6. They became the first and only group to have every member featured on the show individually and as a full group. It revealed something that studio recordings and title tracks sometimes hide. In most K-pop groups, there is a clear gap between the strongest vocalists and the rest of the lineup. With NMIXX, the gap barely exists. The members who carry the main vocal roles, Lily and Haewon, sit at an extremely high level. Jiwoo is officially the main rapper. She showed up and sang. Hyujin is the main dancer. She showed up and sang. Bae carries vocal and rap parts. Suliun is best known as the visual. Both of them showed up and sang.
Bro, people be underrating Soyun's vocals. Like I know a lot of people talk about Lily and Haewon, but bro, Soyun's vocals, like, bro, I feel like her vocals are too underrated, in my opinion, based on what I see, because like a lot of people don't really talk about her vocals in particular. But yeah,
the usual line between who sings and who does everything else does not apply here. Every member can handle any role in the group, and LeeMujin proved it one episode at a time.
Yeah, like NMIXX, bro, like literally NMIXX is probably like one of the only groups where like every member is like an all-rounder, bro. On some real shit, bro.
Merry Christmas!
Yeah.
And at their concerts, NMIXX took it even further. Songs performed on tour sounded different from the recorded versions. Love Me Like This got a full rock rearrangement at one concert, with mic stands replacing choreography to put the vocals front and center. Live ad-libs changed from night to night. Lily changed her vocal runs and dash depending on how the crowd was feeling. Haewon roughened up the chorus. Jiwoo switched between singing and rapping in ways the studio version never did. Each stage became a new version of the song. For fans who attended multiple shows, no two performances were the same. Most K-pop concerts are about recreating the studio experience on stage. NMIXX concerts are about proving the studio version is just the starting point.
Nah, true. Cause so like when I went to their concert, there was like some songs. There's 2 songs in particular. There was Tick Tick and Young Dumb Stupid. Like I like those songs, but like, I would say they're like my least favorite NMIXX songs. But I still like the songs. I'm not gonna say they're like bad songs. But when I heard them like perform those 2 songs at the concert, bro, holy shit, that sounded those like I genuinely started enjoying those songs way more after like hearing it at the concert, bro. Like on some real shit. And honestly, the same goes for like some of like my favorite songs as well. Like they genuinely like a lot of like the songs they performed at the concert genuinely sound like better live than the studio version. Like it's insane, genuinely insane.
On the 13th of October 2025, NMIXX released their first full-length album.
Yeah.
It was called Blue Valentine. By this point, the group had spent over 3 years building multiple albums, multiple pre-release singles, a showcase tour and fan concerts across several countries, the Tiny Desk Session, the slow accumulation of listeners who had started paying closer attention. All of it led here.
Yup.
The title track, Blue Valentine, arrived with a feeling that sat somewhere between sadness and warmth. The kind of song that sounds like looking at old photos with someone you care about. A guitar line moves through the center of it, and the vocals carry a weight they had never shown in a title track before. Softer, more open. Like the song was asking you to come closer instead of forcing your attention. The album carried 12 tracks, and the deeper cuts proved the point. Songs like Reality Hurts and Crush on You moved in completely different directions from each other, but both sounded like NMIXX.
No lie.
Spinnin' on It hit harder than most title tracks, with a bass line that stayed in your head for days, and quickly became a fan favorite. Haewon co-wrote lyrics for 2 of the tracks. The personal touch...
Damn, bro, this like... Hold up, sorry. Let me not pause. Oh, okay. Bro, like seeing this again, bro, like this is like literally around the time I got into like NMIXX. And like I just feel nostalgic about it. I don't know why. But yeah, no, Blue Valentine, that album was fucking goated, bro. Every single song was a banger. What else can I say? Like, every song was a banger. It's a banger. Blue Valentine, I still love. That's still one of my favorite songs to this day. It was the first NMIXX song I ever listened to, and still one of my absolute favorites. Real shit.
And the proof sat at the very end of the track list. The last 2 tracks on
Yeah,
Blue Valentine took Oh Oh, the debut song that started all the noise, and split it into 2 separate songs. The hard, fast half became Oh Oh Part 1 Baila. The bright, sweet half became Oh Oh Part 2 Superhero. Pulled apart, both halves sounded like complete songs on their own. The music was never the problem. It just took 3 years for everyone to hear it that way. What Blue Valentine proved was something fans had been saying for a while. The songs people had been calling the artistic side of NMIXX were never a side project. They were the center. The title tracks were the ones that adjusted. The deeper cuts were always where NMIXX was heading.
No lie.
Then came Crescendo.
Yeah.
Released on the 28th of April 2026 as a pre-release for their 5th EP Heavy Serenade, the song arrived with a music video set in a world where everything is silent and NMIXX fills it with sound. The title itself is a word that means gradually getting louder, and the song moves exactly like that.
Yeah.
It starts with space,
So fucking goated,
room
dude.
to breathe. The vocals enter gently, then layer on top of each other, building until the final chorus opens up completely. Lily co-wrote the lyrics.
Oh, yeah,
Reactions
she did.
online
Yeah.
kept landing on the same word, art. Across forums,
Genuinely, bro. This this whole fucking album. I reacted to the album. If you want to see that, you know what to do. But bro, Crescendo and just really Heavy Serenade, like like that whole project, a work of fucking art. Like that shit was fucking beautiful, man. Oh my gosh, bro. NMIXX just keeps elevating, bro. Like on some real shit.
listeners kept saying the same thing, that this was not just a good song. It felt like something made to be felt, not just heard. Heavy Serenade followed on May 11.
Yeah.
6 tracks, more contributions from the members, and a title that puts two contradicting ideas together: heavy and serenade, strength and softness in the same breath. If that does not describe what NMIXX has been building this whole time,
Yeah.
nothing does.
I think I even said it when I reacted to the song, this song. I think I said, I was like, this sounds like that classic NMIXX. I think, I don't remember if I said that or if I said that somewhere else, or if I was just talking with like my friend about it. I don't know. But yeah, no, like, I'll just say it here. Yeah, it's Heavy Serenade is that like classic, sounds like that classic NMIXX, in my opinion.
NMIXX released some of the most interesting music in K-pop over the past 4 years.
For real.
And most of it lived in places where casual listeners never looked. Behind the loud title tracks
Sucks to be them.
and the debates, 6 voices were making songs that rewarded anyone who stayed past the first impression. If you only know
Love y'all, man.
NMIXX from the loudest moments, go back. Find the songs that sit in the quiet parts of the albums. Put your headphones on. Close your eyes. That is where NMIXX actually lives.
Hey, man. Fucking W, bro. Great video. Holy shit. I love this video so much, bro. Yeah. Like NMIXX, bro. Great. Okay, hold on. Great video. I love this breakdown. I love this like kind of, I love this whole journey where it just starts from like their beginning to now. Great. Greatly done. Yeah, man. I might like sound like I'm repeating stuff, but yeah, bro. NMIXX are truly one of like the most unique K-pop groups just in general, bro. Like, it's like they're not doing it like every other, like they, what I like most about NMIXX is like they stick to, they stick to, like they don't, how do I, they stick to what works for them. They don't, they never had to like hop on like trends and stuff like that, or like bandwagons to like win people over. They stuck to what worked for them, and it paid off. It paid off in the end. And I think they truly have one of the best discographies in K-pop, like for sure. And yeah, like he said, like some of NMIXX's like best songs, or like songs where they shine the most, definitely are like the B-sides, that don't get enough love, like for real. But yeah, there's like so much more I want to say, but I just can't think of anything right now. It's like really bothering me. But yeah, man, this is a great video overall. I enjoyed it a lot. I also saw that he made like a video on Le Seraphim. I've been meaning to check that video out too, but I don't know if I'll do it anytime soon. I might do it when the album drops. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. If you enjoyed the reaction, please drop a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.